this might have been one of the farms that we're talking about or whatever. That's in the history books and in the book of is it Drowned Village of WaterGrove or whatever. Some butterfly just flew past there. This must be it, or whatever. What's that?
Here we go.
Does it here?
Inside here.
Inside here, yeah. Which way?
Straight down here. Straight left.
Right, fucking hell. No way.
Enjoy.
Huh.
Every single one of these is in a little room.
Yeah? Which is the one we on about, what's been fenced up?
A couple down here all night.
Yeah? Check it out. Someone's room once. Whatever. So there's one specific one that I'm after. And it's one that you can get inside or something. Let's try to see a video where. See if it'll come draw us a picture if you want. Here, look. Here it is. Found it. Ah, look at that treasure. No way. Treasure box. That's probably what they stored in here. Storage. No way. Welcome to another video. So we're in Wardle today, at WaterGrove, and we're going to a place I've only been to once before, and that is a place called Old Tom's Town. The last time I was here at night time, and I think it was last year, so I've never been here in the day really, so it's just a day video to have a look around more in the day. So obviously it is a late day video because it's like it should have been done beforehand, but you know, other videos come up and stuff like that, so it's just more or less a day video from the previous night video I shot last year. So I'll show you a clip of that in a minute. In fact, I'll show you a clip of that now, and then you know what I'm talking about. So the purpose of today's video is to try and extract sounds from the past. Anything that happened in this little particular village, that's what I'm more or less interested in today. So I'll be using, if you watch it for the first time, I'll be using something called the Vox, and that's like a synthesizer, and that's where I can extract sounds from the past. And you can get spirit voices also on this, but that's realistically not what this video is about. It might end up being about that, but it's not my plan by any means. It's just to go up there, see if we can get any sounds from the past, conversations, voices, noises, could be mechanical noises, whatever. I always find that interesting, and just have a little look around really, because I didn't know much about this place. I knew about the other one, which was like behind WaterGrove, which was called, I think it's called like Little Memory Town or something, yeah, so I've obviously been there too. But in this video it's more or less just learning about something that's been in my backyard for, well, longer than I've been alive anyway. So this area is really interesting, WaterGrove, because it's got so many different hotspots of history, namely one where the water is. There used to be a town underneath the water. Everybody from the area usually knows about the town under the water, but I've done videos on this like before, but so this is like another part of that. So this, what we're going to look at now, this isn't Old Tom's Town yet, but it's the old pumping station for WaterGrove, which is a mansion now. It's just this bit here, really, WaterGrove Manor. And I used to go in that when I was dead young and stuff, and when it was obviously the pumping station. And obviously it's been modernised now. But this is the way I'm going to Old Tom's Town. Like I say, I've been around here at night time. It's pretty spooky, honestly, around here at night time, and it's because of the history of the area. So my last video, yeah, was on top of Brown Wardle, like just obviously 2 hills you'll see in this video. So I think that was my last video on top of, I can't remember when that last was, if it was this year or last. I'm sure it was this year. But anyway, I'll show you what the pumping state, well, the mansion now. So that's like where, obviously, that's like the mansion now where someone lives, what used to be the old pumping station, if you're not from the area. So them 2 hills at the back there, that you can, probably over there, yeah, that's Brown Wardle. So that's, I think it was like the last video that I did when I went on top of like a part of the hill, because I wanted to see what it looked like. So I don't know much about Old Tom's Town, to be honest, although it was some kind of settlement or where people like lived and worked or whatever. And obviously what you see there is what I was talking to you about underneath there is the town, and used to be, well, there still is today. There's a pack horse trail which was like, I think it's over there somewhere by where the windmills are. I'll just flick the camera around so you can see. So where the windmills are over there, yeah, hopefully you can see them. There's a pack horse trail, and it was the first ever trail, yeah, to take you into Walsden. It's up there somewhere. I'll probably do a video on it at some point. But yeah, obviously underneath there, the trail will come all the way into the town, and obviously the town, you can see the town, yeah. In fact, I'll show you a video of when you can see the town, because you can't see it now because there's obviously too much water. When's the drought though, you can see it. I'll show you a video now. So this town is dubbed the drowned village of WaterGrove, and obviously these are the ruins that's left. You can't see them now obviously because the water's too high, but when's the drought, this is usually what it looks like. You can see the remnants of a Roman road, and there's obviously foundations still in the ground from when they actually made the village. There's so many hot spots around WaterGrove, which told a tale one time sooner or later. This obviously was shot, I think, in 2022 when there was a bit of a drought, and you could actually see the village for all what's left of it, the remains. But yeah, this is from a previous video that I'd shot. Because this obviously isn't my first time here. I love coming up here and doing backyard videos, and that's just some kind of pipe which I think had something to do with the villager. Again, I'm not quite sure on that pipe, but I can only assume that to be the case, as there's so much to find in and around WaterGrove, which is fascinating, to be honest. This area is honestly, it's highly underrated. I like to know, or like I think I know the area quite well, and this is probably the weakest part that I know is this Old Tom's Town. So I don't really know that much about it. Like, I know about the town in the water. Obviously I know about the area with certain pockets of activity because of the historic events previously. So we'll just check this Old Tom's Town out in the day. And I might come back at night, you know, for a second video. So see how this video pans out. It's a lovely walk anyway in day, WaterGrove, so I can only, if you like walking and shit like that, then this is great if you're into that kind of stuff, you know what I mean. So what we're after is the path veering off to the left in a minute, or whenever it happens, and then you just, basically you come up from where it was to the tower, if you're coming this way. You get to a fork in the path, yeah, you can either go left or right, so just make sure you go left, and then you'll see the sign. I'll show you in this video anyway, so you can, if you want to come here at night or come here in the day or whatever and have a look, then you kind of know the way if you're not from the area. But when, I think, obviously, because it's not, I filmed it last year, I'm sure I did, when there was a drought, and like you could see all the paths really in the water. Not in the water, obviously, because it's submerged. But yeah, you could see like ruins and stuff, pockets of civilization or previous civilization that was here once upon a time. Right, so if I remember rightly, there's a couple of little things that I can show you in this video. If I remember where it is, I think it's up here actually. Yeah, I remember coming out while disorientated, because I remember them, I'll show you in a minute, yeah? Last time I was here. So it's just past that boundary wall there that you see inside. So last time I was here, yeah, I walked down here, this is it here, I walked down here and I was so disorientated, not knowing which way it was. And obviously, you know, it's night time and you know, you just come out of an EVP session. So this is it really. I'll show you around now. So I'm going to use a Vox now, in fact, because this is where I want to start using the Vox really. Right, so this is what I've come for really. Is to get sounds from the past and just show you around really.
And found.
There's nothing really much of any relevance in it. It's just probably some, maybe this or whatever. I'm not quite sure. You see the stones, like how old the stones are, and this is like the age range you're talking back to. See, there's no cement or anything. You can just pick them up. You know, they were just laid on top of each other like slate. Can't tell what's in there because of all stinging nails. Not much. Shit. So this is the interesting bit here, like this what got caged off. It's been raining recently, so there's not much to show you in there. But that's what I did get a picture last time on Gorse here, and it was saying there was storage in there. It was used for storage or whatever. You see, someone's been in recently because there's a bottle of Powerade there. So I would have thought there'd be food here, yeah. Cook at the bottom, I would have thought. It's got some kind of drainage maybe, or water. What makes me think is they could have slept under there maybe, I'm not quite sure, because you'd be away from, and you'd have cover really. Let's just see if we get a picture, because I'm quite interested in I did get one last time, so show the picture what this used to be used for. Thank you. Maybe people watch that. I'm not quite sure on that one. It's quite an interesting one, that one, because you know, just goes to show like people watching. So look what else we've got. I'm not quite sure.
Tell me about it.
I don't actually know. I don't know what it was. So this says Lower Heads. I can only assume that's like a farm or whatever. I'm not quite sure. And obviously up through the gap there is Brown Wardle, like I mentioned before. A lot of mining going on there. They're interesting. Like, I wonder what they were for, because I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Because I was just expecting like little pockets really, and that's more or less what's been happening up to now. Little pockets that don't really make much sense. Oh, well, that was that was well clear, that one. Oh, well, that was that was well clear, that one. I'll just slow that one down.
Cancel it.
Can you hear my voice in this frequency? No?
Thing.
I think someone's lost a dog by the sounds of it. So that's the yellow, because there's two yellow. So that's the yellow, because there's two hills, yeah. I'm sure that said hi, Baz then. That one's easier to get to, yeah, but that one's a lot harder. There is quite a bit of space between them, but you can't tell if you're from far away. They look that close together. But yeah, I've not been on top of that one yet. Be interesting to see what happened at night, like right on the top of the hills, if there's no wind. Sounds like an organ, that then.
That.
So you can imagine back in the day, all these trees wouldn't have been here. Probably would have been, because they were like, you know, these trees are rather new compared to this site. So you know, take all the trees away, and that's probably what you'd have back in there. Unless if you get some kind of mappings in or whatever. I doubt it will do, but if you get any beeps, any green figures or anything. I'll just hold the camera there still. Nothing really. So I won't obviously think that this would be a long video by any means, but it's just a quick video for me to like come back to a place where I'd been to previously, but I'd only been once. It looks better like from this angle where you just get to see the full setup, like where not say danger. As you walk up, you don't really get the full view of it, because you know it's like your field of vision. It's better from here. I mean, there's not that much really. I mean, there's only like what, maybe 40, 50 yards of it as it just comes down there. But either way, you would be left. Either way, it's such an interesting part of the history of WaterGrove, I think. One. I didn't see this last time. Not a bad idea if you ask me. Be alright to camp here, you know, and just sit around, tell ghost stories and that. That's mad, isn't it? That's I won't say fertilised mud, but that's been, obviously, must be a tree there or something growing.
Bell for help.
Why is there like 4 bottles of water still in this bag?
It's huge.
Is that in the floor, that? Oh no, I thought that was in the floor then. I thought that's weird. You get a little shovel here, which is kind of strange. I don't know why you'd leave your shovel. It's a good shovel, that. That's the voices around here for some reason.
Always get that.
Seems to be more voices like over in that area than over here. Maybe it's because there was like people there recently or whatever. I can only assume that's to be the case. And the fox is picking up their conversations that they had at the fire or whatever. You come over here, there's not really much. You don't really get much voices like I was getting over there. See what I mean? There's not really much. But equally, it's still a good area to come and have a look at. Do you want to leave your name if you know it?
Tim.
Tim. That sound like Tim, that then.
Tim.
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 Tim. That sound like Tim, that then. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you this well before I finish my video really. It just pops down there and underneath there, and I'm sure it goes into WaterGrove. But that looks like from the same era, looking at that. The same era as the town, so that's probably would have got the water from, I would have thought, you know. But that being said, I just wanted to say to my channel, to the people watching me, obviously nice for watching, and we've obviously got London plans, so that's confirmed. So I'll be going to London soon, and that will be the furthest I've ever gone for a video or to make content, is to go to the capital of the United Kingdom and to make a video really. But that being said, it's more or less the end of the video now. So like I said, nice for watching. Just a little day video really, just to kick about in the backyard, another fucking backyard video, just to show the history of this area, which I think is really I think it has value, to be honest. It has a lot of value in my opinion anyway, because it's got such historic tales, if you get me, how civilization started. But anyway, it's the end of the video now. Nice watching, like I said. See you soon.